Okay, hello. Yeah, we're doing the New York Times Daily Sudoku for August 6, 2023. This is the first video of my channel, and it's really more of an experimental day just to test all the hardware and make sure everything's working. So I'm going to go into auto candidate mode here, and we're just going to see if we can get things working. Okay, so this first cell, auto candidate mode basically populates all the possible numbers in every cell. So right away we see that the number 9 is possible right here, so we're going to put the 9 in there. Number 6 is the only candidate left in row 1 here, so we're going to put that as a 6. And we're just going to go through row by row. Now, here's an interesting thing here. You've got two pairs of 4s and 5, or a pair of 4 and 5. So that means that in this row, there can only be a 4 and a 5 in these two cells. So this cannot be a 5 here in row 2, column 4. So it has to be a 1. So we're just going to go ahead and put a 1 in there. We know that 4 cannot go in either of these two cells. So we're going to go ahead and take the 4 out just to clean that up a little bit. We know that we can't have a 4 here because in the same square, these can be the only cells that have 4 or 5. So we're going to take the 4 out there. We're going to take the 4 and 5 out of there. We're going to take the 4 and 5 out of here. All right. Just cleaning things up a little bit as we go along. And this leaves us with the remaining 3 cells in the square as 3, 7, and 9. What else do we have? Oh, this cell right here can only be an 8. So I'm going to populate that. This can only be a 5. And I see this can only be a 3. We're just chasing down the low-hanging fruit here. Just taking what the game gives us. Here's a 6 standing all alone, so that makes that a 4 standing all alone. Makes it pretty easy when you just populate all the cells right off the bat with the only possible numbers. There's an 8 we're going to take care of, clean that up. Here's a 1 down here in row 7. Excuse me. Now, I think we've run out of the easy ones here. So we need to look a little bit deeper. Here we have 3, 8, 3, 6, 8, and 3, 6. It's all that's left in that square. 2, 3, and 4, and 7 are all duplicated. 3, 7, 9, 3, 7, 9, 5, 3. That all looks fine, no help there. I'm going row by row, and I'm looking for anything that can, like a double or a triple, that can help me to eliminate some numbers. I don't see it here. I don't see it here in row 5. I have a 5, 3, a 5, 9. If I had a 5, 3, 9, I'd have a triple that could help me. Not row by row. Okay, now here I have 5, 8, 9, 5, 8, 9, and 8, 9. So that means the only thing left in this square, 5, 8, and 9 are already taken up in these other 3. That's a triple. So we're going to populate the 4 here. That's all that's left. 7, 8, 9, 3, 8, 8, 9. 7, 5, 8, and there's a 3 there. Okay, let's go square by square. 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, 3. If you don't find anything in the rows, then you can go to squares and columns, the 3 dimensions here. So I don't see anything in this square, nothing in this square. Square 4, 3, 8, 9, 3, 8, 8, 9, 3, 7, 8, 9, nothing here. Nothing in square 5. 5, 8, 9, 5, 9, over here in square 6. But no. In square 7, I got 8, 9, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. Nope, no help there. Okay, no help in the last square, so I'm going to go through columns. 7, 8, 8, 9. Oh, here we have an 8, 9 and an 8, 9. All right, so this can't be an 8 here in the final row, so that has to be a 7. And this has to be a 1. And this can't be a 9, so this has to be a 6. So that was a lot of help in that column. Now in the next column, I've got 3, 8, 9, 7, 9. I've got 3, 8, 9 and 8, 9. It's interesting that we have 8, 9, 8, 9, and 8, 9. There's probably some help there, but I don't see it yet. Some advanced technique that all the gurus know, maybe. 3, 8, 9, 3, 7, 8, 9. You know, I don't see a 5 in this column other than the last row. So that's got to be the 5. That's pretty simple. All right, moving right along. 2, 3, 3, 5, 3. Oh, pair of 3 5s. So this has to be a 2. 3, 4, 7. 1, 4, 7. 3, 8. 3, 6, 8. Not quite helping me yet. 3, 4, 7. 3, 6. Oh, 3, 6, 7. And then a 3, 6 at the bottom here. I don't see the help yet. 3, 7, 3, 7, 9, 3, 8. No help there. 4, 5. Okay. On a wing and a prayer now. Wing and a prayer. Take us home now. Just keep doing it. When all is lost, just keep going through the repetitions. And eventually you'll see a mistake you made, or you'll catch a pattern that you didn't recognize earlier, or something changed because you solved something. Like here, all the rows were no help, but because I filled in some blanks, now I've got an 8, 9 and an 8, 9. That's not a 5. I don't know where that 5 came from. No. How do I undo that? Well, let's just put the right number in. That was an 8, 9. That was an 8, 9. So this has to be a 3. And this is an 8 or a 9. There. Took care of that. 8, 9, 8, 9. So then this can't be an 8 and a 9. Still getting used to this tool, this interface that the New York Times gives us. I don't usually do the New York Times, but I'm going to start doing it. Took the 9 out of there because it can't be in that square, so now we have 2, 7, 2, 7. 5, 8, 9, 5, 8, 9, and 5 and 8, 9 means that's those 3 squares use up the 8, 9, and the 5, so 8 can't be here. It has to be a 3. So now I've got 8 populated. going to go back to normal mode. That's an 8. Uh-oh. We missed something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That can't be an 8 then. Can it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't possibly be an 8 there. Let's go back to candidate. Let's take that 8 out. Let's see, 1, 2. That can be a 3. That's got to be a 3. Let's go to normal mode and let's make that a 3. Because there's a 3 here in this row. There's a 3 here in this row. And that's the only square in the bottom row that can be a 3. So we're going to put the 3 there. Now there's an 8 in this column right here. So that has to be a 6. That has to be an 8. All right. 2, 7, 2, 7. Okay. 8, 9, 8, 9. 8, 9, 5, 8, 9. So far, so good. Let's go back up the rows again. Just keep working the problem. Just keep moving forward. Go up to row 1, 2, 4, 4, 7, and 3, 4, 7. And look. There's a 7 here. There's no 3 or 4. Because here I've got the 3 down here. So you can't have a 3 up here. And in these two cells, I've got 4, 5. So you can't have a 4 here. This has to be a 7. Which makes this a 4. It makes this a 3. And now it's eliminated one of those numbers from this cell. So this has to be a 9. This has to be a 3. And it does eliminate some of the numbers from cells. As you enter a 5 here, this 5 will disappear. The 5 in this cell will disappear automatically. So I'm going to put my 5 in. There goes that 5. Now that's a 7, and that's a 6. And now I see that this can only be a 5. This can only be a 3. Here's a 9. Just letting the features of this game board work for me and eliminate candidates as I plug the numbers in. And I'm just taking what the game gives me. Two, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Something, oh, there's a 9 there. I was going to say, something is screwy here. But no, there's a 9. All right. 2, 7, 2, 4. Oh, look, we've got a 4 all by itself. Orphaned. Poor little thing. Took care of it. There's a 2. There's a 4. That releases this 2. Reveals that 4. And there's my 1. There's my 7. There's a 1. Looks like we're on the home stretch. Off to the races and on the home stretch already. Cruising into home. 7, 2, 9, and 8. Well, is that the fanfare we get from the New York Times? Thank you, New York Times. And that's it. That is the first day of our channel. We've solved the daily New York Times Hard Sudoku for August 6, 2023. Thank you, and better days ahead. Please stay with us. Oh, and if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. This is our first puzzle, and as we get more familiar or comfortable with the microphone and the screen recording and the app, these puzzles will get better. And hopefully, I'm not an expert. I'm not like these super competitive people that have all these awards. I'm just like you. And I'm just another guy out there solving the New York Times puzzle. You might learn something, you might not, but maybe if you got stuck, maybe you'll see something I did that'll help you. Or maybe you'll just get a better feeling because I took longer than you did, and you see that you've got some better techniques. I don't know, but I'm doing it for you, for your benefit, and I hope you will come along for the ride. I look forward to many more days ahead.